go live to Peter Dutton at this news conference in Perth at the Perth Show.
And his or her family, it's also the local producers, and it's where the farmers are spending money in the local communities that ultimately will be attacked under what Mr Albanese is proposing here to stop the industry. There's no alternate for these farmers. And I just want to say to all of my colleagues here, thank you very much. The Keep the Sheep campaign is running full steam ahead. It has to, because it's important for WA, and what now is obvious to all Australians is that the Albanese government continues to create great uncertainty across the economy. There is a reason why interest rates are coming down in the US, in the UK, in Canada and in New Zealand, and they're not coming down here in Australia. The Reserve Bank Governor has pointed out that the amount of money that's being spent by the Labor government at a federal level and at the state level is fueling inflation and therefore keeping interest rates higher for longer. Interest rates should have already come down in our country. People should already be saving hundreds of dollars a month in their mortgage repayments. But they're not, because the government's made the wrong decisions in the previous budgets. The Prime Minister was obsessed with the voice for the first 16 months, which means that the decisions that should have been taken to weather us through this economic storm haven't been taken, and that's why families and small businesses are really struggling at the moment. The stance the Prime Minister's taken, or that I thought that he had taken, maybe now he's backing away, or depending on which media interview he's doing, he changes his story in the last 24 hours. It's been phenomenal on what they're doing on negative gearing. The Treasurer dumps this story out there and then he jumps on a plane to go to China, so he's nowhere to answer questions. And the Prime Minister keeps changing his story about whether the government is adopting the Greens policy to abolish negative gearing or to cap it. What are they doing in relation to capital gains discount? What does that mean for uncertainty in the economy? And the Prime Minister can't answer a question with honesty. I think Australians want from their Prime Minister somebody who can look them in the eye and tell them the truth, and this Prime Minister is not doing that at the moment, and it's quite amazing to see this government unravel. The wheels are falling off the Albanese government and Australians can sense it. The trouble is that when Labor runs out of money, they come after yours, and that's exactly what's happening here. This is just a new tax. It's another tax because Labor want to increase the public service in Canberra, and that's not going to help the people of Western Australia. So we will take a very strong stance against any changes to negative gearing, because it will disrupt the housing market, it'll drive up rents, and it's not in our nation's best interest. So I'm happy to take any questions.